What it do, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am back with my original Spill the Tea segment. For all of the OG T Squad members, they know that we used to get together once a week and I would compile all of the juiciest gossip news stories from that week into one full video, and we would shoot the ish. Well, guess what? That is officially coming back, starting very, very soon, hopefully, prayfully this week. So let's get into these stories. Make sure you stay tuned into the end because I have some juicy tea on the Married to Medicine reunion. Okay, so let's get into the first story. First up, we have a story on former Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Monica Garcia. She is back in the news once again, this child, but this time it's because of that mammy of hers. So according to news reports, Monica's mom, Linda Darnell, is selling Monica's 2017 Range Rover that was featured on the Bravo reality show last season. The pricey vehicle was part of a storyline on the 4th season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after the mom-daughter duo argued over its possession. In a February 2024 listing, Darnell used hashtag in her ad to make it clear she is selling the same car that she fought with her daughter over in one of the most disturbing scenes of the season. In a post shared to the X app on February 15th, Darnell shared details of her used car sale. She wrote, "For sale, Monica Garcia's Range Rover as seen on hashtag RHOSLC. She wrote, 2017, 159,494 miles, $41,200. She had it wrapped with a new gorgeous rusty gold color after shooting. I can post a photo tomorrow. Only serious buyers, please. No delivery. Pickup only. DM me. Hashtag Bravo." Darnell also answered a few questions about the car. When asked why she was selling it, Garcia's mom replied, "She doesn't want it anymore and it's too big for me." Darnell also wrote, "Yes, the price is negotiable." Several commenters questioned the price of the vehicle. 160K miles for $42,000. That's a joke, came a comment on Instagram. Others felt Darnell was trying to make money off her daughter's Real Housewives fame, and others joked about the high mileage amid allegations that Garcia used to drive by Jen Shah's house before she was exposed for running the troll Instagram account Reality Von Teese. "I wonder why the mileage was so high, and then I remembered all the driving by Jen's house," one commenter cracked. Wow. It also goes on to say it's unclear if Garcia is in agreement with the sale of the Range Rover. The former RHOSLC star previously told Access Hollywood's Housewives Nightcap that she hasn't really spoken with her mom since they wrapped filming last year. That's crazy. I bet you the mama doing it out of spite. Got to. They haven't spoken. The car is in her name. She still has control over the situation, even though the car is really Monica's. She just got it in her name for her mama, for her daughter. But see, this is why you can't do stuff like that with people like that, because she's spiteful. So anytime Monica makes her mad, she's going to do something evil where she takes the car from her. And in this instance, she's trying to make money off of the 5 minutes of fame her daughter got from being on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which is just beyond trifling. And then people wonder why Monica did the whole Reality Von Teese situation of it all. Look at how she was raised. She don't know no better. Her mama is literally diabolical and just a sociopath. Like, the mother is so weird. And this is the content we should have been getting in this new season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Speaking of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the ladies are officially back filming. Yes, here's a photograph of the ladies together filming for the upcoming season. As you can see in this photograph, we have Bravo viewer obviously was acting like they were snapping a picture of themselves, but really trying to get the ladies in the background. And you see Meredith, Heather, Mary, new housewife Brittany, and Whitney out filming together. It looks like that this had to been a gathering of some sorts. You see that the tables are heavily decorated in candles, so this had to been one of the ladies like events. So the ladies are officially back filming. I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about the new cast member Brittany and the other girl. Like, they've been very controversial already, and a lot of people have been comparing one of the girls to Monica, saying, if y'all would allow her on the show, why wouldn't y'all just bring Monica back? Because it was kind of like similar, the scandal that one of the new housewives has gotten involved with. Once again, we miss you, Monica. Hopefully you'll be back later on in the season, maybe. We need you back, girl. We need you back. The show needs you back. Bravo. Y'all suck. Y'all made the wrong decision, mate. The wrong decision by not bringing Monica back. But we'll see how these new ladies add up. I ain't got much hope for them. It's still fresh for me, the whole Monica, Reality Von Teese, and Heather of it all. Because Heather should have gotten punished as well. But that's a whole nother video for a whole other day. Justice for Monica, though. And I can't wait to see if the car sell or not. And I need to know, do Monica know about it? Like, did Monica get her a new car so she don't have to deal with her mama no more? That would have been the best situation for her, of course. But we shall see, I guess. Next up, we have a story on Jennifer Williams and her fiance Christian Gold were recently on an episode of Tamron Hall talking about their engagement and their relationship. And let's take a listen to what Christian had to say about his feelings toward Jen.
What has it taught you to have healthy love in this relationship?
First off, Jennifer brings me so much peace. And that's very important in a relationship, you know, to be able to just come home and it be home and, you know, not be, because we, especially as black men, we deal with so much in the world anyway when we wake up, right? So being able to come home and she's just peaceful and we just know, we get on each other's nerves sometimes, but that's, you know, that's love, right? Love. But, you know, it's amazing. Like, I've never loved this way. Like, it's a safety blanket. It's a security. And I reciprocate that as well. I make sure she's safe. I pray over her every single day. Her mental health.
Well, I know. Okay, so the wedding is coming up. Have you picked your dress out?
I have not. We just literally got back from Paris on Friday.
You're in Paris and you didn't find a dress, ma'am?
No, because here's the thing. I don't want to be the typical bride. I don't want, like, you know, the white ballerina dress. I want something different because we're getting married in Paris. So
the wedding is in September in Paris. Yes. The clock is ticking on finding the dress.
I don't know about y'all, but I just still do not see it for them being together. Everything about him screams con artist, con man, scammer. I just feel like after they get married, she might pop out a baby or adopt a baby or something or another. But I just feel like she gonna be doing another documentary on how she got played by this man. Like, she has a horrible taste in men. Like, I just don't trust him. It's just something about this man that just don't seem right in my spirit. I just don't. It's because, like, even with his response to Tamra's question, it just seemed inauthentic. It seemed like an answer that he got from seeing somebody else answer the same way. It didn't seem genuine at all to me. It just seemed pre-programmed. I don't even low-key think she believed it. Honestly, I truly don't. I don't know about Jen. Jen don't even seem to me like she's in love with him. Everything about her just comes across plastic and robotic. and just make believe. Like, I don't know. This relationship is so weird to me. It really honestly is. I feel like more skeletons are going to come out the closet about this dude. I don't know. I don't know, Bernie. I really honestly do not get it. Even his voice is weird. Like, every time he speaks, I just want him to clear his throat. It's like he got a frog in his throat or something. But, no, this is a disaster waiting to happen. And it's like we're watching a train wreck. It really honestly is. Chris Brown was in his feelings over All-Star Weekend because apparently he'd gotten contacted by the NBA to come play in the celebrity basketball game. But somewhere along the way, the invitation was taken back because of sponsorship. So Chris Brown took to his Instagram story and wrote, "I was asked by the NBA to play in the All-Star game this year, only for them to call later and say they couldn't do it because of their sponsors like Ruffles. At this point, I'm sick of people bothering me and I'm tired of living in the effing past. I posted the email so y'all could see the NBA still was trying to get me to come and sit courtside. Not effing happening." And so he posted the email where it says, "NBA All-Stars 2024, welcome Chris Brown. We are thrilled that you will be a part of the weekend." It has the venue and all that stuff. Then they sent him a mock-up of how the uniforms would look. And then after that, he put on his Instagram story, "I only go where I'm appreciated." Okay, he told y'all. Well, Ruffles, the potato chips, put out a Instagram press release and said Ruffles sponsored last night's NBA All-Star Celebrity Game. However, we did not have any involvement in nor visibility to any player decisions or celebrity invite discussions. So Ruffles was like, leave us out of it. We don't want no parts of this foolishness. Now, he did say that the NBA people or whatever was like, he couldn't be involved because of sponsors like Ruffles. But he didn't say that. That's not implying that it was Ruffles. It could have been another sponsor from that night, because they have several sponsors and all of that type of stuff. But I get where he's saying, the stuff that happened between him and Rihanna was a long time ago. We all remember it. It was gruesome. It was horrible. We'll never get those visuals out of our head. Even after that, he did very questionable things with Carucci and the temper tantrums and stuff he used to have, the fights, throwing that chair out the window at one of the studios at one point, the altercation he had with Frank Ocean and Drake and stalking Carucci and just all of the weirdo stuff that he was doing at one point. But we can honestly say in the last 5 years or so, Chris has literally been low key. Like, he put his music out and that's really all we heard from him. It seems like he's trying to get himself together over the last few years, and Rihanna forgave him. She dropped the restraining order and things of that nature. She even got back with him for a time after that whole situation. So I think at this time, it's time to put what happened in the past and move on. I feel like he's atoned for the things that he's done in the past. And once again, I hate to make it a race situation, but it is, because so many white celebrities have done the same or close to the same or been in trouble, and they're welcome with open arms. No qualms about it, but our celebrities have to jump through fire when they do something wrong, and are still persecuted years and years and years and years and years later. So I get where Chris is coming from that situation. Like, leave me alone. Either you want me there or you don't. But the fact that they asked him to come and sit courtside, he was like, no. What I look like? Chris loved to hoop, so you could tell he was probably excited about playing. And it's unfortunate that he didn't get the opportunity. Maybe next year, but maybe he'll just say forget it and not want to do it, period. But y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think about this. If you were Chris Brown and they told you couldn't play, would you still have gone and sat courtside for free? Or would you have stood on business like him and be like, I'm not going nowhere. I don't care. Y'all, let's talk about it. Tell me down below in the comment section how y'all feel about that whole situation. So Bow Wow recently sat down and did an interview where he discussed that at one point he was heavily addicted to lean. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
Sipping so much syrup, bro. And I said I was on lean. I was sipping so much syrup, bro. And I said this too, like right after Mac Miller had died, I spoke on that like I was drinking that like crazy. Like if you go back and watch, it's called the Road to Platinum documentary series on BET. If you watch that, you'll see so many like white styrofoam cups and you'll see so many like Hawaiian Punch bottles in the studio. I was losing my fucking mind. Like that lean shit got me up. So I'll never forget me and Chris we were on our tour. I was co-headlining with Brown. The opening night was in Cincinnati. When I got off the stage, I collapsed. And I was like, what the fuck? And I went straight to Cincinnati University Hospital. I'm talking about my stomach was so fucked up that I end up going back home to Atlanta after the first show. I'm sitting in the hospital not knowing what the fuck going on. And when I get back home, this shit gets worse. What happened was I didn't know that I was having withdrawals. That's how much lean we was consuming. Patty Webster, she ended up putting out a press release, and I was home in Atlanta. I saw the news, and the rapper Bow Wow was hospitalized. And da-da-da. Meanwhile, I'm at home recovering, and for dehydration. Well, no dehydration. I was fucked up off lean early, like up.
Well, that's very sad and unfortunate. Hate to say that I'm not surprised, because in its height, it seemed like a lot of entertainers were doing that, especially in the hip hop community. So I'm not really shocked. And I remember that documentary that he's referring to. That ain't nothing to play with. It kind of seemed to me like when he was telling his story that, with the smirk on his face, like he thought it was cool or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, that's not anything to glorify. It didn't seem like he thought. Was it just me? It just seemed to be like he thought that was like the cool thing to do, and like I can talk about it now, and it's kind of like still like I was doing what everybody else. I was out here, you know what I'm saying? Like he trying to. How can I articulate this? Like he's trying to show that he was a bad boy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't Lil Bow Wow. I was out here. You know what I'm saying? It just the way the delivery about it was a little bit weird to me. I wish that maybe he did and I just haven't seen the rest of it. Say that, I hated that I made those decisions. It's not cool or anything like that. Because to me, it kind of came across a little like glorifying it a little bit. Hopefully and prayerfully, he's over that part of his life. He has 2 children that he has to be here for. And addiction is nothing to play about. It really, truly, honestly isn't. And that could have taken his life. Really, honestly, could have. So I'm praying that he's doing better and not on that same type of time that he was on. Baby, when it comes to Diamond, I cannot keep up. First, we saw Diamond and Scrappy doing their thing, honey. During the summer, early spring, it seemed like they were getting back together. She just recently sat down with Carlos King where she talked about their relationship and everything and how she felt not used per se, but basically realizing that he's still up to his same old trick, led them to breaking up the first time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe in that interview she said she was single, or did she say she was talking to somebody? I think she said she had a little friend or something like that in that interview. Well, regardless, Diamond is engaged. Diamond is engaged, child. She done moved on with her life, obviously. Take a look at the proposal. I guess. Her little Fashion Over outfit was cute though. Her hair looked cute for a change too. Why does everything about Diamond just look musty and dusty? Not her in this video in particular, but the men that she messed with. Like, Diamond, you are a pretty, pretty girl. Why everybody you mess with look like they don't take baths? It smell like fried rice. Like, I'm just not understanding this. Apparently he's a boxer, as we saw. I don't know what this man's name is. They both look just unkept. I'm not really understanding what's going on here. He's not an ugly dude. He just look real scruff McGruff. I don't know. I don't understand her taste in men, and maybe it ain't for me to understand. It ain't my vagina. So congratulations to the couple. We'll see if this one lasts or not, because it kind of like came out of nowhere. You was just getting breakfast in bed from scrap. Girl, I guess. Congratulations to the happy couple, child. Now, after all of that back and forth that Deandra Sanders did last week with Drizzy over Jacquees, and crying and saying she felt so stupid and she had never been this hurt before in her life, they back together. Her and Jacquees, child. Now, you know the word on the curb is that she is allegedly pregnant by Jacquees. Maybe that was the reason why she has decided to give it another go. The couple, soon to be maybe allegedly parents, were seen out together at the nail spa, and Jacquees posted a picture of them together in the car together. Looked like they might have just came back from Disneyland, because Deandra, as you can see in the photograph, is wearing a Minnie Mouse hat, and he captioned the video with several hearts. Drizzy got underneath the comment section and said, please take him back so he can stop calling me, with praying hands emojis. Like, I'm sick of all of y'all. I really, truly am. Like, Deandra is a lost cause at this point and a disappointment to the to the family. I wouldn't even be claiming her as my sister, because she just out here bad. Child, just out here bad. Looking cray-cray. Literally looking cray-cray. But you know, she grown at this point, so she do what she do. She want to be with a man that disrespects her in that type of way. Baby, I like it if you love it, okay? I just don't even know what to say. Hopefully, if she is pregnant, they have a healthy baby and it's cute, I guess. I wouldn't be having no baby by nobody named Jacquees. I just simply would not be my baby daddy, Jacquees. Deandra and girl, life choices matter. Ladies, life choices matter. Because she clearly ain't thinking straight right now. But a few years from now, when they ain't together and she raising this baby and she looking at this man saying, you my baby daddy? Ooh, wee! Good googa mooga. You got to F with a purpose. You really got to. If you're going to be laying down with somebody, you need to be taking into consideration that this person could end up being my baby daddy or my child's mother. So you got to be real careful with who you do the Uchi Wally Wally Uchi Bang Bang with, okay? Because this is not right. This is not right. You know who she gonna end up being like? Bernice Burgess from The Impact with her daughter, and how when her daughter met up with her daddy, and he looked like he was that dude back in the day, and now, no, that's gonna be Deandra and Jacquees. Gross, but whatever. She'll be crying again on social media a week from now. And lastly, you guys, I have some tea for you on the Married to Medicine Season 10 reunion. So according to People magazine, Phaedra Parks' ex Apollo Nida will appear at the reunion. Yes, you have heard right. So People magazine says the former Real Housewives of Atlanta couple who share 2 children were married from 2009 to 2017. Bravo viewers are in for a blast from the past at the upcoming Married to Medicine reunion. People can exclusively reveal that the season 10 special will feature a reunion between cast member Phaedra Parks and her ex Apollo Nida. Parks co-stars Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Toya, Dr. Heavenly, Quad, Letitia, and Dr. Alicia were all kept in the dark about Nida's appearance and were shocked when he showed up at the taping in January in New York City, a source tells People. By the way, Dr. Heavenly apparently watched my video that I put out last week where I questioned, is she about to be a Mima? She actually screenshot the thumbnail and tweeted about it. So funny. Apparently she's denying the claim or whatever, but glad to see she's watching, and she didn't take offense to anything that I had to say. So the article also goes on to state the audience won't get to see what went down until March 3rd when the multi-part Married to Medicine reunion kicks off through a reunion teaser a reunion teaser will likely drop before the season 10 finale on February 25th, but Nida hasn't appeared on the season at all, something that becomes a topic of conversation on an episode of the show recently when he skipped his son's Aiden's 13th birthday party. While they left there on bad terms, a source tells People that Nida showed up to filming this time around to support Parks and in fact, the Married to Medicine reunion will mark the first time Parks and Nida have appeared on screen together since season 7 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. While they left there on bad terms, a source tells People that Nida showed up to filming this time around to support Parks and to discuss their life post-divorce, including their cordial co-parenting bond. Parks and Nida are also parents to son Dylan, who is 10 years old. So I feel like this was damage control for Phaedra because she had such a lackluster season. You know, we all expected for Phaedra to come in with a bang, and all we got was a pow. You know, she came onto the show because she was dating a doctor. We never got to see said doctor. All we got was a photograph where his face was blurred. We really didn't learn anything new about her that we didn't know on her last season of Atlanta Housewives. We rarely got any interactions with her sons that were worth anything talking about, except for the birthday party scene when Aiden gave her that really beautiful speech. We didn't get to see her co-parenting relationship with Apollo. She refused, allegedly, according to Heavenly, to talk about the Candy situation of it all. So, really, what did we get? Nothing. And then she tried to link her way of being on the show with this Reiki crap. It was a total letdown. And I think that's the reason why she reached out to Apollo to ensure that she comes back for the next season, because she was a big flop for this season. And in order for her to continue on with this show, she's going to need Apollo. She is. She's going to need Apollo. I'm pretty sure Apollo wants the check. I don't know what her relationship is like with Apollo's new wife. For me, it seems like they don't have any relationship, but we would love to see those dynamics, because as of right now, Phaedra doesn't have a reason to be on Married to Medicine, much like Quad. She's not married to medicine, nor has ever been. And this Reiki mess is not a good way to keep her really in there. So yeah, we're gonna need something else or get her off the show, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people were like, oh, now that Candy's gone, Phaedra's gonna go back to Atlanta. They're not doing it. They're not taking her back to Atlanta. It's too much going on, first of all, with her being on this show, then being on that show, and then coming back. It's not happening because, first of all, like I told you guys years ago when the whole Phaedra situation happened, Bravo is invested in their relationship with Candy. They have made that abundantly clear. Andy has made that abundantly clear. They love her. She has brought them millions, okay? So the door is still open for her to come back whenever she wants. So why would they then bring Phaedra back to Atlanta, knowing there's a possibility, a great one at that, that Candy might decide, hey, I want to come back. So if Candy then comes back and they know that she will not film with Phaedra, then what, they got to kick Phaedra off again? It's just too much back and forth. They're going to keep her where she's at. But like I said, she's going to have to bring the pain the next go around. Now, according to Heavenly, the reunion was better than the season. The ladies was going at it. She said out of her own mouth that Phaedra read her for filth. Phaedra read Heavenly for filth to the point she couldn't even say nothing back. Okay? So it seems like the ladies are coming with it for the reunion. But we can expect for Phaedra to stay on over there at Married to Medicine. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section. Are y'all excited about Apollo coming? Does it seem too calculated, not authentic? Would y'all like to see more of Apollo next season and how him and Phaedra co-parent, how Phaedra is around his new wife? I would love to see it. Y'all let me know what y'all love to see it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Spill the Tea and all of the juicy gossip stories that I have brought you all today. Let's talk about all of these stories down below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on everything that I had to discuss today. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this Spill the Tea video, I'm going to link down below in the comment section a link to my Spill the Tea playlist so you can get into more juicy Spill the Tea videos. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.